I'm Sarah. I'm originally from Grand Rapids. I grew up in a great family. I have two younger sisters, and our parents raised us in a Catholic household. We'd go to church pretty regularly and went through all of our sacraments, starting with baptism and First Communion, all the way through confirmation. As I got a little older, my dad didn't come to church with us, and I was like, what's up with that, How come he doesn't have to come with us? That's no fair. And his response to us was, well, I went to Catholic school, so I think I'm good for, I'm covered. So then I started kind of feeling like I was forced to go to church. That was also around the same time that I started drinking and getting into drugs and the party lifestyle. So that veered me even further away from any type of religion or spirituality. And I stayed that way for quite a long time. It wasn't until my late 20s that I gave up drinking and using drugs and started a life of recovery. And being in recovery, it's brought me back to a spiritual path. So I've been sober for the past 7 years, and ever since then have kind of considered myself to be a seeker. So I really opened up and I started going on retreats or checking out different churches, and as well as practicing yoga, which I've been doing for a while. And through yoga, I got into the practice of meditation. And so then I started going to yoga and meditation retreats, and through that I was introduced to Buddhism. I was really drawn to it. I liked the practice, I liked the teachings and the philosophy behind it. I didn't really see it so much as a religion, but more as like a way of life, if that makes sense. So when the Grand Rapids Zen Center and Buddhist Temple opened in Grand Rapids, I was there right when the doors opened, and I attended there and was part of the inaugurating class of the first preceptors. So a couple years ago I actually became a Buddhist and continued, thought this was my path, this is it, I found my way, this is the way, until I was with my teacher, the teacher at the Buddhist temple, and he was asked the question, do you believe in God? And without a thought or even an elaborate response, he said no. And that just didn't sit well with me, because I've always believed in God. I've always had a connection with God and prayed to a God. So it just didn't feel right in my heart. And I'm like, man, I don't know if I agree with all this or if I believe that. And so I kind of started pulling myself away a little bit. But I'd still, go for meditation and things like that. And it wasn't until this summer that I met Lauren out by the pool. We live in the same neighborhood, and I was just drawn to her right from the get-go. She's really open, social, always up for meeting a new friend or having a conversation. And so our friendship started out with, what book are you reading? I'm in a book club. Me too. Okay, let's exchange books and ideas. So she was someone that, we would regularly run into each other at the pool. And I looked forward to seeing her and to getting a chance to talk with her and to get to know her more. And in the fall, I think it was in September, she sent out a Facebook message to a group of people inviting me to come to hear her speak at her church at the Vineyard. And I thought, why not? I'm open. Thinking, I'd just be going to check it out to hear her speak, and that would be it. So I did go, and was immediately, just identified with and connected to her message, from being a skeptic to a believer, and really walking the steps and taking just keeping moving forward. So that really connected with me. And then when the worship started, that's when I lost it. Just started crying, and I just felt so touched. Later came to find out that was the Holy Spirit. I went up for prayer afterwards to Lauren, and so we prayed together, and after that experience I just couldn't wait to go back. And so I've been coming to the Vineyard ever since. My life has just skyrocketed. I've really been transformed. I feel changed, and it's through my experiences that I've had by attending the Vineyard and by accepting Jesus Christ, becoming a believer. And my whole prayer life has changed. My outlook on life has changed. I'm full of hope. And so I, just like Lauren told me during her message, I'm going to keep, taking the next step.